Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? Ready? Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go, let's go. Ready?
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go, baby.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Room here to run. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on. Buying time to his left.
He'll run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, Sir Abel. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. 59. Gun.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Let's go. Check safety. 20. The mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
I got him.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Miller. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Switch.
6-6. Pull it high.
A first down carry now for Miller. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Hey, 50's a mic. 50's a mic. Come on, dude.
Now Bills. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 1st down, Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
1st down, New England.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Patriots nothing.
Check. Crunch.
running the sweep with McLaurin. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
Draw play. This is Miller. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Allen taking it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to float this one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there. A big one. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Hey, watch the line. Shift. 8.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Bills have taken the lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Man up, D. Man up, D. He's crashing. He's checking out.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, get him, get him, get him. You got it. Hey, 152, 152. Hey, Haywood.
He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
That's pulled in at the 32. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watch the screen. Check. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
56, 56.
You don't want watch 50, mate.
Exit. Okay, we go.
Allen now to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Line 19. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
This is Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You ready? Watch that.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today. Alert!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he finds McLaurin. A good pickup there at 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Check 43.
56, 56.
Hey, Stu.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, they'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. And this is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
That's trash.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready, 59. Watch the run. Gun. Get it.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And surging back, the Eagles have taken the lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
They're not ready for this, man. They're regular. Hey, Delta. Football.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Come on, boy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Half 85.
On 1st down, Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Keep it up, guys.
Allen throwing again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. Back now in Buffalo. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. On the draw, this is Lewis. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 52. We own it. Hey, wahoo!
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Newton. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And an alley to run. run. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is how you do it, my friends. This will be spotted out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And he'll take it on this side of midfield.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Gun.
Newton on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And all the way. Hunt going to run for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw, it's Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. Dancing to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
I got you.
From the gun, here's Newton. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal. Allen. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Bills 27, Patriots 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the shift.
Throwing here, Newton. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They run again with Hunt. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for Buffalo, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0.